This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Government cushions worries over the price rise of LPG cylinders. VAT on LPG is slashed by 4%. That's 15 rupees lesser on your bill. Even as Amma may not look at an immediate change in relationship with the Congress in today's situation, the TNCC chief joins her in progress on Lokpal's stand. A murder suspect kills himself in Mumbai after a probe into the death of an actress points to his links. A parcel carrying a country bomb goes off in the hands of a recipient in Puducherry. The young woman is still battling for life. No escaping the traffic cop when it comes to breaking the rules on the city's roads. New portable signals and electronic challans hand out immediate bills.
Portable traffic signals, which are very, very useful in the event of any large gathering, large congregation, any festival or any other bandobast where we do not have the facility of a regular traffic signal.
Power cuts turn Chennaiites powerless, even crawling into our RTO offices with no generators in sight. Applicants are left sweating for their time. Cadets from the Officers Training Academy are not just short service commission officers here on. A management course in defense and strategy is also on offer.
Additional push that anybody out here is going to get, be it the gentleman cadet or the lady cadets.
From dancer to Powerpuff Girl is Little Miss Sharat Kumar Hollywood's next action hero.
I love action movies and I like to be like an Angelina Jolie, you know.
Welcome to the news tonight on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. Now, just when the housewives began complaining about the hike in the rates of the LPG cylinders these days, Amma has come out with a healing touch, but not very effective it seems. That comes with a lot more from the state and a tragic story from Pondicherry as well. But later in the show, Natasha also has some of the action from the sporting corners of the world.
Certainly so, Evelyn, especially now with the ICC taking a whole new stand really with the number of teams included in the World Cup. We'll be bringing you the latest on that as well. Of course, if you're a Sonde Devarman fan, you'll be a little bit disappointed with the news that we're about to bring you on the show.
But before that, the national headlines. Under the 2G scanner, the Ruiz get former Solicitor General and Chief Justice of India to make out a case before the CBI. No decision on Murali Manohar Joshi tabling his 2G report in the Public Accounts Committee. He's seeking legal advice. 44 children killed over the last 10 days in Bihar of an unknown virus. Omar Abdullah was forced to leave a public meeting today after a spat with local members of his own National Conference Party. The top court takes note of the Tata versus Mamta Singh land battle and the farmers versus Mayawati war in the Delhi suburb of Noida. The Satya Sai Trust denies charges of any money being siphoned off. They say they have records of all the donations being paid by devotees. Myanmar deports well-known actress Michelle Yeoh, who plays Aung San Suu Kyi in an upcoming film. And with New York becoming the 6th US state to legalize gay marriages, it sparks a rush to the altar. Our top story first. Amma has come to the common man's rescue today by providing a cushion to the cooking gas worries for those here in the state of Tamil Nadu. Taking a cue from a fellow woman chief minister in the country, Mamata Banerjee, Ms. Jayalalitha's government has come out with a move to cut the value-added tax, that's the VAT, on LPG by 4%, which means you can save about 15 rupees per cylinder from the 1st of July, that's this Thursday onwards. The common man has been reeling under hiked fuel prices, and this move comes also in the wake of the centre hiking the LPG cylinder rates by 50 rupees. The price of the cylinder presently is 404 rupees, and the cut will be slashing that rate by around 15 rupees. Now, NDTV Hindu caught up with housewives and many else, some relieved, some unmoved by the cut. Here's what a few had to say.
We are happy if you decrease more, but usual normal women, a normal family, they couldn't bear this huge price.
There's no problem with this. Since it's an internship decrease, no, there's no problem. It can be adjusted.
It doesn't make any sense by 15 rupees because it's already increased by 50 rupees. So just by 15 rupees, how is it going to make a big difference? when you have already increased 50 rupees, which is a very huge amount for a normal person, middle class family. So I don't know why government is doing like this and what are they going to get benefit out of this. So already the normal people, the middle class people, already they are suffering for other price rises in other categories, and because of all these corruptions and all this, middle class people are really fed up of the government.
Now moving on, the state's chief minister has received encouragement from the TNCC chief KV Thangabalu on a national issue today. Welcoming Jayalalitha's stand on Lokpal, the Tamil Nadu Congress president has expressed his support in excluding the Prime Minister from the ambit of the Lokpal. This comes even as Congress's southern ally, the DMK, tacitly favors bringing the Prime Minister under the Lokpal. The Chief Minister had justified her stand, saying that it would undermine authority of the Prime Minister in such a situation and pave way for a parallel government. She had added that there was no need as he was already covered under the Prevention of Corruption Act. Now, the trail to a murder suspect who's been on the wanted list of the city police in connection with the death of a woman has just hit a dead end. 29-year-old Suresh, an accused in the case of alleged rape and murder of a young actress, committed suicide today. He jumped in front of a train in Mumbai city as he got whiff of the manhunt that was on for him. A special team has been rushed to Mumbai to examine the witnesses. The woman who was murdered was found to have had links with the suspect, who was related to her husband and had met often at her own residence. Moving on to some tragic news from the Union Territory. A young woman in Puducherry is battling for life after a parcel her father received exploded when she opened it. Police say the parcel carrying a country bomb was sent by a courier, in fact by an unidentified person. The case is now being probed. Now, traffic violators here in Namma Chennai are going to find it rather difficult now on to break the rules and get away with it. The traffic policemen are now equipped with electronic challans for spot finding traffic violators. In this system, the vehicle number is fed, which is being received by the control room through GPRS, that ultimately produces a history of the vehicle with regard to offences and other details. A receipt of the fine is also handed over to the violators, and add to that, the much-tried trick of not having enough cash in hand may not work now. A system to accept debit and credit cards will also be introduced soon enough. The Chief Minister also inaugurated a portable solar traffic signal system that proposed to put a full stop to the increasing traffic congestion in the city.
The e-challan is a mini computer, can be handheld from remote locations, and once you identify the violations on the road, it can be activated, and there is a GPRS connectivity to the main server which has got a details database on the vehicles as well as the offenders. We activate that and the machine generates an electronically generated printout which can be given to the violator. It also has a facility which can accept fine amount to be deposited through a credit card, which we are now in coordination with the bankers. We'll be using it after some time. This portable system, which is operated on solar as well as on a battery backup, can be very, very useful for traffic regulation in such areas.
Now, a fire was reported at the South Chennai area of Thorepakam today. This happened at an abandoned factory owned by a scrap dealer. Thankfully, there were no casualties reported, but the fire and rescue services did manage to douse the fire and even the flames on time.
This building is, empty building, only bare shell building for last 1 year. And one contractor, PD Enterprises, they have been given to contract for removing scraps and all. They have been removing the scrap today while cutting the fiber and all with the gas cutting, and it happened that some spark or something has erupted and the fire took immediately. We called the fire tender and all. Within no time this has come down to standstill. No worker were inside, no material was inside, no chemical was inside.
Now, the state government today has told the Madras High Court that they were not averse to the uniform system of education and added that the appointed expert committee would provide the time frame for implementation of the same. This would in fact be in relation to the Amendment Act, that is one that was being endorsed by the Supreme Court as well, so that substandard education would not be encouraged. The Justice N.V. Balasubramanian Committee, appointed by the state government to determine the fees for private engineering colleges, has come out with its report. It says that there will be no change in the fee structure for BE Tech and BArch courses for the 464 private engineering colleges here in the state of Tamil Nadu. The fees for non-accredited courses in the government quota will be at around 32,500 rupees, and for accredited courses it will be around 40,000 rupees. For management seats, the fees will remain at 62,500 rupees. Now, the current fee structure has not been revised for 5 years now. Strict action would be taken against a college if it is found collecting higher fees than that fixed by the government. Staying with education, cadets at the prestigious Officers Training Academy would soon be able to sport an acronym to their names, and an academic one at that, thanks to the University of Madras and the OTA, which have joined forces. A postgraduate diploma in Defence Management and Strategic Studies is now on offer for pre-commissioned cadets. My colleague Sudarshan Kumar brings you this report.
The Officers Training Academy in Chennai has become the first defence academy to offer the postgraduate diploma to its cadets. Done in collaboration with the University of Madras, the course is seen as a lifeline for those wanting to move over to civil careers.
It was our endeavour that this institution is located in Madras, number one. Number two, large number of students who are coming, they are already graduate. They do 10-11 months course, but they get only commission here and then they just go out. So Madras University can enhance their capacity by adding one more diploma to them, which will be useful for service officers in later life.
Person who has gone through this academic part of the syllabus as approved by the Madras University, he will be in a better position to tackle difficult situations. He will be more mature, he will be more far-sighted, and of course tomorrow when he wants to leave the army, he will be a very honorable and a very useful member of the society.
Defence officials say talks with the university began 7 years ago in 2004, and separate time allocation for the course by the cadets had to be factored in.
Once we approached the university for recognition, we saw our syllabus and we saw the university syllabus, and wherever our syllabus was lacking as compared to university syllabus, we updated it. That was the first thing we did. That's why we took so much of time.
Despite the delay, the proposal is being welcomed by all, even the lady commissioned officers who never had such an option when they were undergoing training.
Of course, I would have opted because with my aspirations of continuing in the army, I foresee that this kind of postgraduate diploma will help me in enhancing my knowledge and also my qualification as well.
It is an additional push that anybody out here is going to get, be it the gentleman cadet or the lady cadets.
And at a time when the army is facing a shortage of around 11,000 officers, the management diploma course and better job opportunities after leaving defence services will hopefully inspire more number of individuals to join the armed forces. In Chennai, with Sudarshan, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Up on the other side on News Tonight, meet this charming cop who means no nonsense, especially with a chain of events at Pulento recently.